Hello, divine beings, peace, love, abundance, blessings. This is AstroPapi, and today I'm going to be talking about the magical properties of Jezebel root and how it can empower your life. So let's look at this beauty here. And Jezebel root is a divine feminine energy. The word Jezebel has been demonized by the church and by patriarchy, but seduction is an aspect of the divine feminine. To be a seducer or a seductress is to be in your divine sacral chakra energy, and that's your sensual power. Your sensual power is your creative power, and you can use this to enforce your will upon others. So Jezebel root can be used for business attraction, money attraction, to be persuasive in business. And when I first got this, I was guided by the Orisha Oshun, who I work with privately, for some money magic, some abundance magic. And let me tell you something, it works. And Jezebel root, though, along with bringing in a lot of traffic for business people, so if you have your own business, this will bring in traffic. Jezebel root is also good when it comes to attracting partners, attracting whatever sex or gender you into, attracting people who you want to have some good times with. And I wasn't really expecting that to manifest for me, because honestly, I just got it for the business. Like, I'm a Capricorn rising. I'm here for my own, goals. Like, I'm here with my goals in mind. And I'm honestly not a dater, like, at all. Like, I'm here doing a lot of readings. I'm a whole witch. I'm a whole psychic. Like, I'm very empathic, so dating for me just feels like a lot of work that I'm just like, I don't really want to do it. But let me tell you something. This, I accidentally took some when I was going out, and I accidentally had some in my pocket because I was using it for some candle magic, breaking little bits of it on my abundance candle, which you can do. This was bringing all the boys to the yard. Now, when you get Jezebel root, there's different ways you can work with it. You can make a satchel with Jezebel root in it. I added that. This is a mojo bag, excuse me, not a satchel. I added Jezebel root, I added rose, I added catnip because catnip is also seductive. Rose is love, duh. I added jasmine, which is tranquility. I added damiana, which is pleasure. And I added some brown sugar into it. And I left this for my goddesses to charge up for me. And whenever I just feel like, I want to call in some energy, I visualize this calling in whoever is divinely meant to unite and connect with me, all right? And some people could say magic is manipulation, but here's the thing. Magic is just the enforcement of your own will. Who doesn't do that in speech? Who doesn't do that in work? Who doesn't do that in day-to-day life? Your will is your way. So this is why the seductress, the Jezebel, was banned. It's why it's bad, because it's very powerful, and not just anybody could use this for good, all right? Or like, not just anybody will know how to use this for good, but hey, it's out there. It's for you. You can add this to any type of money jars that you want to do. And yes, I'm going to make a video on how to do an abundance money jar. This works. If you also know about High John the Conqueror root, which is also good for business, for anything regarding legality in courts, and I'll make another video on High John the Conqueror. Let me tell you something. Jezebel is the feminine version of that. Jezebel is seduction, but it's also success. Jezebel is a very Venusian energy. So any of y'all who work with goddess magic, any of y'all who are doing beauty rituals, you want to work with that Jezebel root, all right? And something else that you can do that I'm going to do that I haven't done yet, so just bear with me here. I got some oil. I'm going to be using almond oil for this. I got some oil. I got some Jezebel root. I'm about to make my own magical oil, all right? Because Spirit has been telling me, look, there's nothing wrong with buying oils from others. There's some badass oils that I be getting. But at the same time, when you make your own oils and concentrate it with the power of your own ancestors, your own magical hands, your own frequency, your own aura, when you charge it with your own guides, your own oil is going to work way stronger than anybody else's oil, and that's just the truth. So let's say I get some Jezebel root. Let's say I get some almond oil. And let's say I want to add the same things that I told you that go really good with Jezebel root. Some roses, some catnip, some damiana, and some jasmine. Let's say I have an empty container here. I put the oil in, I put the Jezebel root, I put the other herbs in, and I just let it concentrate, and I visualize whatever it is that I want. If you're using Jezebel root to get a sugar daddy, then you visualize yourself with the sugar daddy. You say affirmations such as, I'm a sugar daddy magnet. I'm a rich magnet. I'm a wealth magnet. I'm a money magnet. My business is thriving. I attract customers and clients everywhere I am and everywhere I go. All right, those are some things you could do. Now, what you can also do if you want to use a Jezebel to attract partners is, I attract hot sex. I attract some fun affairs. I attract some divine love. I attract some divine lovers. Oh, I am persuasive. I am on my seduction energy. I am a seductress. I am a seducer. All right. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter what you're into. This will bring in. You charge all that up. You leave that oil there. You leave it to charge in the sun and moonlight for however long you feel. The longer you do leave it, the more stronger it is. If you have altars already, put it in an altar with any type of god or goddess that might represent lust or any Venus energy. So just to list them out, if you're working with any of the Orisha, Oshun would be your go-to. If you're working with the Egyptians, Kemetics, Hathor or Bastet. If you're working with the Norse gods, Freya all the freaking way. If you're working with the Greeks, you can give it to Hera or you can give it to Aphrodite. If you're going to be giving it to the Hindu gods, then you can give it to Lakshmi, because Lakshmi does rule wealth. Or Shakti, who is the divine feminine. There are a lot of options here for how you want to incorporate this. You can make that oil or do any rituals with Jezebel root on a Venus day. All right. And, mojo bags also, whatever colors you use, that does amplify it. This is being charged by my goddess Oshun, so I'm using yellow, but you can use red or pink to make a mojo bag. And sometimes I just carried like the Jezebel root in my pocket and it brought me mad attention. It can get overwhelming, so I would honestly say be intentional with how you want to direct this, how you want to direct that Jezebel oil, that Jezebel if you're using a mojo bag or adding it to your candles or doing a spell jar or just carrying it around. How do you want to direct this energy? Because it is going to bring you attention. It is going to bring you traffic, but not all traffic is good traffic and not all attention is good attention. So set intentions like I bring in customers or clients who are going to be in a vibrational alignment with me, who are going to best receive from the services that I offer, or I attract in divine love, or I attract in divine partners, or I attract in divine affairs, divine lust. Whatever it is that you're looking for, just be very intentional, because one mistake that I made is I just carried it and I was like, oh, let's see what it does. Like, I was just experimenting with it, right? Like, I like to experiment with herbs and roots and see how it changes me, to then be like, that's how you are as a student. You experiment and then you share it, right? You share your findings like a whole scientist, right? So I'm just vibing and I'm just like, yo, it's bringing me mad dudes. But it's dudes that I don't really care for. So that's the thing you got to watch out for, right? Like, you want to be intentional with how you want to program this, and you program it with prayers, with intentions. Again, very strong for Venus energy, very strong for seductive energy. And lastly, I forgot to say this. If you're making a jar with this, right? Let's say this is my jar. You can light a red candlestick or a pink candlestick next to it to amplify that energy. If you know any seals of Solomon, you want to use the Venus seals, you could do that too. There's just so much you could do with Jezebel root. And I'm going to be vibing with Jezebel root for a minute. So if y'all want to join the party, let me know. Jezebel root, all right? Get this for business, for love, for fun, for some hot times, for a sugar daddy, for a sugar mama, for a sugar parent, whatever it is that you're into, all right? Whoever it is that you're into, Jezebel will get you in that divine seduction energy. And in a way, it amplified my sacral chakra. I felt some sacral chakra healing because sometimes I could be very work focused. The Capricorn rising in me does that. And I wasn't allowing myself fun. And Jezebel root was like, oh no, we're going to have a good ass time. So that's another thing too. When you're working with these roots, with these herbs, sometimes they might guide you in directions that you didn't even know you needed. All right, so that's a little bit about Jezebel root, the root of seduction. I hope that this video was a service to you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And if you want me to cover any spiritual, occult topics, please let me know as well. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you want a private reading with me, how to do so is on the about below. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. I love y'all. All right, see y'all next time. Follow me on social media.